Good. Did we have arranged for YouTube? Okay. Respected past international president, distinguished Toastmaster Deepak Menon, our special invitee, our main speaker of the day, distinguished Toastmaster Nisha Sivram, Gavel Club counselors, Toastmasters, and my dear friends. Welcome to this special program. Every second Friday, we used to have every second Saturday every second Friday we used to have something is coming, just a minute.
Sir, we are able to hear you.
We can hear some other sound is coming for me, some other sound is coming. No, maybe some other sound is coming for me.
So maybe that recording window.
Yeah, recording, I think that is
yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so every second Friday we used to have education session. We invite different people from different fields, and they share their thoughts with these Gavaliers. And today we are going to have World Champion of Public Speaking second place winner, distinguished Toastmaster Nisha Sivram, is going to share her thoughts with these children. And along with this, we are going to have the official inauguration of our website, GYGC website. We have made a website to share all the information related to Gavel clubs for the council as well as the Gavaliers. Exactly 4 years ago, May 2020, 20th May 2020, our distinguished Toastmaster Deepak Menon, that time he was the international president, he inaugurated the consortium of this Gavel Club councillors. That time we had only 60 clubs. Now we have more than 220 clubs from USA to Australia. We organize a lot of things. We organize joint meetings, we organize contests. And the main important program we organize is the Global Youth Championship of Public Speaking. So this year, Global Championship will be in January, 18th January. So let me thank distinguished Toastmaster Deepak Menon for accepting our invitation and for being with us today to officially inaugurate the GYGC website. I also would like to thank distinguished Toastmaster Nisha Sivram for accepting our invitation and for being with us and going to share her thoughts with these youngsters. So without wasting much time, let us start with this program. And to continue, let me introduce an eminent Toastmaster, a TEDx speaker, an excellent motivating speaker, and a trainer, distinguished Toastmaster Manju Manohar, to proceed further. Over to you, Manju.
Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Sri Kumar Pai. So greetings of the day to one and all who have joined from various parts of the world. So really excited to see people from Canada to China and maybe, who knows, even other parts. I think there are people from Malaysia, even probably Japan and Australia too. So it's really exciting to see all of you in a single meeting. And today you won't be disappointed because you have two trailblazers from whom you would be hearing inspiring words. One is a legendary leader, distinguished Toastmaster Deepak Menon, and the other is a star speaker, stellar speaker, who's renowned for her humility to learn even from a young child, because she practices her speech in front of 5-year-old children and gets feedback from them and says, if I can't keep a 5-year-old child engaged for 5 to 7 minutes, then I am not fit for going to World Championship. That is her humility. Distinguished Toastmaster Nisha Sivram. First of all, let me invite Distinguished Toastmaster Deepak Menon onto the stage, and let me give a short introduction. So before I go into details of him, let me tell you, he is from New Delhi, India, and he is the immediate past international president of Toastmasters International. Raise your hands if you have been a club president. Now, if you put all the clubs together, you get area. If you put all the areas together, you get division. If you get all the divisions together, you get districts. If you put all the districts together, you get regions. And on top of it comes the entire world. And he was the president of the entire world Toastmasters International. So can you imagine how much work he would have done in his term? Because as a club president, we know how frustrating it can be. So he has represented Toastmasters International, made us all proud, because as we all know, Toastmasters is world's leading organization devoted to the improvement of two vital skills, communication and leadership skills. Distinguished Toastmaster Deepak Menon assumed the one-year term at the organization's 89th Annual International Convention held virtually in August 24-29. And Distinguished Toastmaster Menon, do you want to guess his profession? I'll give you 4 options. Doctor, number 2, scientist, number 3, chartered accountant, number 4, professor. Do you want me to repeat? I think Gaviliers are brilliant. Once is enough. You're all good listeners. So options, please. Number 1, doctor. Number 2, what did I say? Akshara. So can you guess what is his profession? Doctor, scientist, chartered accountant, professor. Which one? Okay, so I think some of them have given you certain other professions also, professors, scientists, etc. Because from your look, you just look very distinguished. We can't make out what it is. So he is a chartered accountant at JP Kapoor and Uberai in New Delhi, where he is one of the 9 partners. He oversees management and operations and specializes in international taxation, cross-border taxation, transfer pricing, and direct taxes. Wow, so many difficult words, I guess. But probably we can have a theme of the day and explore taxes. And you know which education speaker to invite to know more about taxes now. So Distinguished Toastmaster Menon is a fellow chartered accountant with the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, where he also earned a diploma in Information Systems Auditing. He has served as the chief coordinator for the Toastmasters Youth Leadership Program in collaboration with the American Center in New Delhi, and helped build communication and leadership skills for approximately 700 underprivileged children in 6 cities in India. Huge respect to you, sir. Hats off to you for that. Because remembering the underprivileged sections is also part of being a true leader, an altruistic leader. He also served as secretary of St. Columbia School's Alumni Society, Old Columbans Association, and in 2006 co-founded the publishing house Ambi Knowledge Resources Private Limited. A Toastmaster since 2002, long before many of you Gaviliers were born, he was a Toastmaster. Menon's home club is Central Delhi Toastmasters Club. He has held a number of high-profile leadership positions within Toastmasters and has attained the Distinguished Toastmaster designation, the highest level of educational achievement in the organization. So he says, to quote Distinguished Toastmaster Deepak,
ब्लूटूथ से कनेक्ट हो सकता है क्या अभी?
Toastmasters, we request you to go on mute if possible. Yeah, others. Toastmasters has taught me skills that no school, college, or university can teach. It has helped me evolve from being a lone player to being a team player, from being led to being a leader, from the problem to being the solution. With this, I would like to invite distinguished Toastmaster Deepak Menon. Please unmute and give a huge round of applause if you can. If you're not able to unmute, I request you to use the buttons and show the thumbs up sign or the clap sign. Thank you. So inviting Sir to the virtual lecture. Thank you.
Thank you very much, distinguished Toastmaster Manju Manohar, for that introduction. Earlier today, I was asked to provide an introduction of how I would like to be introduced. And I had said that my introduction should just be that I'm a chartered accountant, that I was the international president in 2019-2020, and had joined Toastmasters in 2002. That was the 3-line introduction that I had suggested. Well, that introduction has turned out to be a 5-minute introduction. Wow. Manju, thank you so much for that wonderful introduction. All of it is true, of course, but at the same time, we spent a lot of time on it. I'm honored to be here today with all of you at this very special event. The cherry on the cake is, of course, that Nisha is going to be speaking, and I'm looking forward to hearing her. But the main purpose that we are here is to inaugurate the website of the Global Youth Gavel Clubs. And it gives me great pleasure to inaugurate the GYGC website, www.globalgavelclubs.com. This platform shall serve as a vital resource and hub for the global network of gavel clubs, and will help in fostering communication and growth for the young leaders who are members of the gavel clubs across the world, and to make connections across the world. So I congratulate you all to have this website, this resource that you can use for anything that you want to know about gavel clubs. And as you continue to be members of gavel clubs, you can therefore look forward to having these connections, building up these connections through this website. Congratulations and all the very best.
Thank you very much, sir, for officially inaugurating our website. This website is basically meant for the counselors and the gaveliers. Whatever resources you want, it is available there. Even for the your meeting rules, what is the script you want, and all the links will be there for all the education session, whatever we are conducted. You can see the World Championship links, etc. Maybe it will take a few more days to complete everything, but you can go through it and you can send the your suggestion, something missing, you can just inform us so that we can add. Okay, so without wasting much time, thank you very much, sir. Now I request Manju Manohar to proceed further.
Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Sri Kumar Pai and distinguished Toastmaster Deepak Menon. Now it's time to introduce a stellar speaker, distinguished Toastmaster Nisha Sivram. She has been a dedicated Toastmaster since 2007. Actually, she is a past president of both the Talking Matters Toastmasters Club and the HSC Club. She has held numerous leadership roles at area and division levels. Her impressive achievements include being a 6-time district champion in the International Speech Contest and a 3-time district evaluation speech champion. She has also been a 3-time semi-finalist in the World Championship of Public Speaking and secured the 2nd place in the prestigious World Championship of Public Speaking. In addition to her speaking accolades, she is the founder of Speedsy, a mobile app designed to enhance communication skills. She is a passionate trainer, keynote speaker, and a proud who enjoys reading and photography in her free time. So inviting distinguished Toastmaster Nisha Sivram. I would have loved to add about Wabi Sabi also, since it will take too much time. Maybe in your speech, you can tell them about Wabi Sabi. If children, you're not familiar with the term Wabi Sabi, you should Google that up, and distinguished Toastmaster Nisha Sivram is very passionate about that. So inviting distinguished Toastmaster Nisha Sivram to address the children and give some tips regarding speech contest participation, rules of the game. Speech contest participation, rules of the game, Distinguished Toastmaster Nisha Sivram.
Are you all excited? You can raise your hands or unmute yourself and tell me, are you really excited?
Yes.
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 Are you
Yes.
excited
Yes.
to see
Ma'am.
me?
Yes.
Are you excited
Yes.
to see
Yes,
me or to attend the session?
For both, actually. To see you.
Okay, now that's great. Okay, so
For
thank you so much, Distinguished Toastmaster Manju, Distinguished Toastmaster Deepak Menon, dignitaries, friends, and my wonderful Gavaliers.
Yes.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are attending this session. Now, this session is all about your participation in the contest and how you should prepare for it. Okay. So, how many of you are planning to participate in the contest, be it a club contest or now your championship is coming? So, how many of you are participating in that contest? Everybody, I can see so many raised hands here. Yeah, okay, all right, great. Now, the first thing that I would like to address here is about your mindset. Be honest, okay? And tell me, when you decide to participate in a speech contest, what kind of a mindset do you have? What are your thoughts when you go there on the stage?
Relaxed.
Okay. Shivan's
I will
shaking.
lose. Pressured.
Pressured. Okay, very good. Oh, some are excited, some are nervous. Somebody said he thinks that he may lose. Who was that? I heard something about losing. Sorry, just tell me the name.
Ayman.
Ayman. Okay, Ayman, I want to talk to you. Okay, and this is about Ayman and people who have these thoughts. Oh my God, what if I lose? Let me tell you. And this is not just me telling you, but this is the law of universe. If your mindset is not a winner's mindset, you will always lose. Now, what does that mean? That means that in your mind, you should be winning. And I'll give you an example. This was many, many years ago. Okay, first of all, can everyone mute themselves? Please. Yeah. Okay. Switch on your video and keep your audios muted.
No.
All right. No. Yeah. Okay. So many years ago, when I had taken part in the evaluation speech contest, and that was the division level contest. So we all were in a room attending our briefing session. So one of the contestants came, he looked at me and he said, oh, okay. So Nisha is here. So Nisha will anyway win. And I may try for second or third position. So in his mind, I was winning and I won. Because they did not put the efforts to win. Okay. They already decided that somebody is going to win. Is it not? So whenever you participate or decide to participate in a contest, you need to have a winner's mindset. In your mind, you should be winning. When you have this mindset, then what will happen? You will prepare to win. You will practice to win. You will perform to win. Otherwise, this entire universe will conspire, and whoever you are focusing on, that person will definitely win. And that is what I tell my fellow contestants also when they say, oh, Nisha, you always win. I said, you guys are making me, a winner because you are focusing on me. I don't have to put extra efforts because you are focusing on me and I'm automatically winning. Okay. So the very first thing that you need to have is to develop a winner's mindset. In your mind, you should be telling yourself that I will and I can win. All right. Now, there might be incidents or there might be events when due to some reasons, you lose the contest. You lose in the contest. Maybe you will come second, or you may come third, or you may not be placed in top 3. Again, a winner's mindset says that you must try again. That is a that is an important thing. Okay, you should not just give up. You will feel sad, you will be heartbroken. I have failed continuously for 8 years. Every year I would compete, I would take part in the club contest, I would move to the area, then to the division, and then to the district level, and then I will lose at the district level. It happened for 8 long years. Can you believe? Right? But then I said, okay, let me try one more time. Let me see what happens. And I tried and tried and tried. And then ultimately I reached the global stage where I could compete with other, excellent speakers, and I could win the second place. Okay. This couldn't have been possible if I had given up. Right? So never, ever give up. And that is the mindset of a winner. Number 1, to believe that, yes, I can win. And number 2 is to also believe that even if I lose, I will try again. I will not give up. So are you ready with your winner's mindset? Yeah, you have to promise me, and you have to make a promise to yourself that you will develop the winner's mindset. Okay? All right. Very good. Now, let's move on to the preparation part, how to prepare and what all things that we need to prepare for the contest. The very first thing that everybody, not only Gavaliers, even us, get stuck, where do we get stuck? Is the area where we have to find a topic. Do you find it difficult to find a topic? Yeah. I always find it difficult to, find a proper topic. And especially during contest time, I get stuck. Oh my God, what should I talk about? So now I can give you some tips on how to find a topic. Okay. The easiest way to talk about is your passion. Okay. The things that you love to do. What do you love to do, Akshara?
Let me unmute. Unmute that.
Yeah, you can unmute yourself and tell me, what is that one thing that you love to do?
I'm interested in arts actually.
Arts. Okay, arts. What about Shivansh?
Oh, yeah. I love a wide range of things. From
Okay.
from playing with my friends to listening to music.
Very good.
I have
Very good.
a wide range of interests, which I
All right.
I am
Okay.
very talented in.
Yeah. Okay. So there are people who love arts. There are people who love music. Some would love sleeping like me. Okay. Watching TV, eating. These are all different passions, right? So your passion can be your topic. You can pick that passion, okay, and speak on that topic. So Shivansh can always talk about music. He can take music as his topic and prepare a speech on it. Yeah, easy peasy. It's very easy, right? Now, if you don't want to talk about passion, then what can you talk about? The other interesting topic is to talk about the people around you. When I say people around you, it can be your parents, your siblings, your neighbor, your maid, your classmate, your teacher, right? Now, it can be somebody you like, and it can also be somebody you hate. Is it not? Right? Yeah. Okay. So you can always talk about people around you, normal, ordinary people whom you see every single day. Okay. Now, the other category of topic that you can choose from is your daily events that happens on a daily basis. Like you get up early in the morning, like the people who are in Qatar, Oman, Kuwait, they know the kids, they get up at 5 a.m. or probably 4:30 a.m. in the morning, get ready, their bus comes at 5:30 and they have to go to school, right? It's early hours here. So your daily routine, what do you do on a daily basis? You go to school. Now, something interesting might have happened on the way in the bus. You can talk about it. So the third category of your topic is your daily routine, day-to-day stuff. Okay. The next category is the places you have visited. We all have traveled to different places. Yeah. From UAE, we have gone to India. You might have gone on, some beautiful countries during your summer vacation. So the places you have visited. Now, when we visit a new place, there are a lot of challenges that we face, right? Sometimes it's the language barrier, sometimes it's the food, sometimes it's weather. So you have got so many, plenty of things to talk about when it comes to the category, places that we have visited. So that can also be your speech topic. Okay. Now, the last category of speech topic, which some people find it very easy to talk about, and some people find it very difficult. You know what it is? Akshara is looking at me and raising her eyebrows. What is it, ma'am? Okay, so it's talking about your blunders, the mistakes that you have done. Okay, now it can be as stupid as putting your mobile phone on charging, okay, and then going out to play, or going out to watch a movie and all, and then after 1 hour you come back and see, my phone is still not charged. Why? Because I forgot to switch on the plug, the main plug. Stupid blunder, right? But there is a lesson that we learned from that, is it not? Or it can be forgetting your homework, forgetting your tiffin box at home, and then going to school and then realizing, oh my God, I forgot my lunch box. Yeah. Or it can be as serious as fighting with your friends, saying something that hurtful words, hurting them with your words and actions. And let me tell you one interesting thing that happened with me in my school when I was of your age. One day when I went to school, I saw that one of my classmates had brought this beautiful red bag. Okay. And I looked at my bag. I said, ooh, I had this ugly looking bag, and she has this flashy red bag. Now, what happened? I got jealous. Ooh, so I had to do something about it. So, what did I do? During the break time, I took the scissors and I cut that bag. Wow. And I was so happy doing it. I said, wonderful. Do you get jealous? Be honest. When your friend gets high marks, more marks than you, do you get jealous? No? Or you all are great kids? I wasn't like
I
you.
don't
Okay?
get.
You don't get jealous?
Not
Good.
most of the time.
Okay. Sometimes, yeah, Ishivans?
Yeah.
Sometimes. Right.
Like
Yeah.
occasionally.
Very
Okay.
little. Yeah.
I try to control
Yeah.
my jealousy so that the people around me can't be hurt.
Okay. But I got so jealous that I cut the bag. But then I realized my mistake later on. Okay. I apologized. I said sorry and I got the bag stitched. But there was a huge lesson that I learned, in that incident, that, it is not okay to envy or to be jealous. We if we need something, we should work for it. We should not be jealous. Okay. So that is a lesson I learned. So you can always talk about the blunders that you have done or the mistakes that you have committed and the lessons you have learned. Now, the most important thing here is, yes, Shivansh, you have a question?
Oh, no, actually, can I tell something else?
Wait, I'll give you enough time. Okay. So let me just finish. What you can do is you can write down all your questions and queries. And at the end of this session, we can have a question and answer session.
Oh, okay.
All right. Okay. So now the most important thing here is whichever topic you choose. Okay. Whether it's your passion, whether you decide to talk about the people around you, whether it's your daily events or your, travel experiences, or if you want to talk about your mistakes, whichever topic you choose, there are two things that most importantly that you have to do is to have a personal story. Okay. Always share your personal experiences. Number one. And number two, there should be a message. Okay, so please do not write a speech that does not have a message, because that is what your audience is looking for. They want to learn something. Okay, so there should be a message in that speech. So the topic part is sorted out. Now you know how to have a topic, what all different categories of topics you can have. All right. Now the question here is, okay, I have a great topic. And let's say that I want to write about music. Okay. How should I go about it? Now, this is a tip that I always give to my fellow contestants or my students, that whenever you get an opportunity to write a speech, and let me ask you, you all are experienced Gavaliers, yeah? Okay. When you get an opportunity to write a speech, what do you start with? What is that first thing that you start with, or what is that first thing that you start writing?
Rating.
Greetings.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So Ayman says greetings. What about others?
A quote.
Mama quote.
A quote. So you will start with the introduction, you are saying, right? Speech introduction.
Yes, ma'am. And
Yes.
then
Okay,
slowly
yeah.
transitioning to like the main point.
All right, great. What about others?
What I basically do is I write down my main points and then I try to make them into paragraphs that make a lot of sense together.
Great. Okay, what else?
Make it humorous.
Okay, make it humorous. That will come later. Yeah. Okay, now we all know that a speech follows a structure. Yeah. So there is, what is the structure of a speech? We have speech introduction, we have the body of the speech, and the conclusion, right? So these are the three elements of our speech. And normally, what people do is when they get an opportunity to write a speech, they start with the introduction. But let me tell you, the right way to do is you start with the body of the speech. So what you can do is take a piece of paper, and let's say you have to write a speech. So leave some space in the beginning, okay, 4 to 5 lines in the beginning, and then you start writing the body of the speech. Now, what do we write in the body of the speech? This is where we write the stories and the examples. Clear? So let's say that now I want to write a speech on music. So I have to now think of a personal experience or a personal story. So let's say that I want to say that when I was 7 years old, I wanted to be a musician. But the problem was I did not know how to sing. So my mother took me to a music class. And there I learned everything about music. My trainer, he taught me, the high pitch, the low pitch, different notes, musical notes, and everything. I learned everything about music in that class. And one day I got an opportunity to take part in a contest. Unfortunately, when I went onto the stage, I could not sing because I was so nervous, right? And then I stood there for 2 minutes and I just ran away from that stage. So this is my story. So whatever story you have, first you write it down. Don't worry about the word count. Don't worry about the humor part. Don't worry about anything else. Just write down the story in the body of the speech. Don't worry about the introduction or the conclusion. Clear? Now, once your story is set, now we will look into the different elements of story. What are the different elements that we have to look into when we are writing a story? Number one, your story should address a problem. So in my story, the story of music, what was the problem? I did not know anything about music. Okay, that is the problem I'm addressing. Then when there is a problem, there should be a solution, is it not? Yeah, every problem should have a solution. So what was the solution to my story, to my problem? That my mother took me to the music class. Okay, she enrolled me into a music class. So that is the solution where I learned everything about music. And then when I got an opportunity to participate in a contest, again, I got nervous. Why? Because I was not very well prepared. Okay. Then I went back and started practicing again. So that is another solution, that you have to practice what you have learned. So I practiced again. So there is a problem and I also gave the solution. Now, what is the audience looking for? What is the audience now looking for? That
The
now,
moral.
sorry, not the moral. the audience is now looking for the result. So Nisha had a problem. Nisha did not know anything about music. Nisha went to the school and learnt about music. Now, does Nisha know anything about music now? Or is she still the same? So that is what the audience is looking for, okay? So the audience is looking for the change that happened in me. Okay, from a person who did not know anything about music, have I changed into a person who knows, who is knowledgeable about music? So that is the change that people, the audience is looking for. So these are the three elements that you need in your story: problem, solution, and change. Clear? Right? Now you tell me, you all must have read some storybooks. You tell me what makes a story interesting other than the problem, solution, and change.
It's humor.
The content.
The characters.
Its meaning.
Content is what we all are talking about now. Okay, this is what we are. Yeah. Arvi said it correct. Arvi said it. Characters. Arvi Jain
Humor.
just said it. Characters. We need characters in the story. Have you read Harry Potter?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Yes. And there are so many characters in that
No, ma'am.
story, right? Yeah.
Yes.
The characters make the story interesting, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. So in the same way, in our story, we need characters. Now, these characters can be a positive character or a negative character. Now, positive characters are those people who will always guide you, motivate you. They will say positive things to you. They will support you. So if I say that I went to this music class and my music teacher was so kind and supportive, so she is a positive character. Okay. Now, if I say that I went to this music class and this music teacher was so harsh and rude, she always used to scold me because I was not able to understand what she was teaching. So it's a negative character. Now you have to decide what kind of character do you need to have in your story, but you need a character. Now, how can you make the story even more interesting? By describing that character. Okay, you have to let your audience understand what kind of a character this is. And how can you describe that character? You can describe that character in two ways. One, the appearance of the character. Okay, how did the character look like? Was it tall, short, thin, fat? Okay, did she have curly hair, long hair, or wore spectacles like Nisha? You have to make the physical appearance visible to the audience. That is one. Second is the personality trait. How was that character? Was the character rude? Was the character arrogant? Was the character very kind, soft-hearted, soft-spoken? Okay, so these are the two things that you have to include in the description. First, the physical appearance, and then the personality trait. Okay, now if you have characters, how can you make those characters even more interesting? By giving them dialogues. There should be dialogues. Okay, you can add some dialogues, the exchange of dialogues between characters, right? But make sure not more than 3 or 4 dialogues. Otherwise, your speech will look like drama. Okay, so make sure just 3 or 4 dialogues. Okay, so when you have a character, give them some dialogues. So this is how you will develop the story. So what are the things that you need in the story? Problem, solution, change, characters, dialogues. This is clear, right? Now, once your story is developed, you have to now understand the message that you're trying to convey. So what you can do is, on a separate piece of paper, you can write down the message of your story. What is the message that I'm trying to convey to my audience? So let's say that in my music story, the message is never give up. Okay, so I want to tell the audience that if you want to learn something, never give up, keep on trying. So this is the message. Now, Now it is your time to write the introduction and conclusion. Remember, introduction and conclusion are still remaining, right? We have not written anything. So now we have to write the introduction and the conclusion. So the easiest way to write an introduction and conclusion is to look into the message and write the introduction based on the message of your speech. Easy. So let's say the message is never give up, keep on trying. So how can you write an introduction? Now I will give you tips, or I will give you different ways of writing an introduction. Somebody, Eamon, said that he will start his speech with greetings, like good morning, ma'am, good afternoon, ma'am. No. Remember, no greetings in the beginning. Okay, no need for greetings in the beginning. No need to say, hi, my name is Avni and I'm here to present this speech. No. Okay. No need to say, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to present a speech. No. No need to do all these things in your speech introduction. So how will you start your speech? The easiest way to start a speech is to ask a question to the audience. Okay. So the first type of introduction is to have a question introduction. So now the message of my speech is never give up, keep on trying. So what kind of a question can I frame based on this message? A simple question is, have you ever given up on your dreams? Simple question. It is now related to the message of my speech. So is this clear? Okay. So the easiest introduction is to ask a question to the audience. You can also use a quotation. Someone said quotation, right? So you can always use a quotation. If you can find a quotation related to the message, never give up, you can use that quotation as a speech introduction. Number 3, you can have a shocking fact or a fun fact related to this message, never give up. So you can say that 95% of the people in this world never become successful because they give up on their dreams. Okay, so you are giving a shocking fact to the audience, and it is also related to the message of the speech. So a shocking fact can be a speech introduction. Next, if you are someone like me, you can always start with a song or a dance movement. Why not? You know, I had given a speech on jungle safari where the story was that I took my son on a jungle safari. So I started the speech with a song from the movie The Lion King. Have you all seen Lion King? Yeah. Do you remember that song? Yeah, the opening song. So I opened my speech with that song. Okay. And then I continued with the speech. So if you know how to sing, and if that song is related to the message that you're trying to convey, you can always start your speech with a song or a dance movement. Why not? Okay. And then you can also start with a role play exchange, like 2 people talking to each other, a dialogue setting. You can always do that. You can start with a couple of dialogues. So this is what we call role play. So these are the different types of introductions that we can have. Okay. Any doubts, any questions regarding introduction? Okay, Shivansh, I'll come to you. Okay, I know you have plenty of questions, but let me just finish the structure of the speech structure and then I'll come back to you. So these are different types of introduction. So our introduction part is done. Now it's time to write the conclusion. And what do we normally do in the conclusion? In the conclusion, we put the message. Is it not? The message comes in the conclusion. Now, to all my contestants here, conclusion is the most important part in a speech, because that is when people actually wake up. You know? Okay, what happens is, let's say that there are 10 contestants on the stage. And now the judges are listening to all the 10 contestants and now they're scratching their head. Oh my God, everybody has got such great content. What to do? And that is when they pay attention to the conclusion, because somebody with a powerful conclusion will be remembered even after the speech is gone. Okay, so you have to make your conclusion very strong. So your conclusion should be crisp, strong, and convincing. And you should deliver that conclusion with all your energy. Okay, there should not be like, oh my God, I spoke for 6 minutes, now I am so low in energy, or let me just finish and say thank you. No, you have to end your speech with power and with conviction. So what do you normally do in conclusion? You have to elaborate your message, not in 10 or 12 sentences. Okay, it should be crisp. So just in 5 to 6 sentences, elaborate your message and end with a punch that people, so that people will remember, oh my God, Mishika just ended her speech with so much power. She's a powerful speaker. Okay, let me give her 15 out of 15 in speech structure. Clear? So this part is clear. So this is how you have to develop the speech. So the writing part is done. Now it's the time to present it, right? And in speech contest, what I have observed that, people always remember the contestant who has delivered it the best. And when I say delivered it the best, your audience focuses on two things. One is your voice, and the other is your body language. Now, how many of you here believe that we need to have a strong bass voice to be a powerful speaker? Do you think we need to have that kind of voice? No, right? We don't, because we all have different types of voices, right? We all are blessed with different types of voices. Some has, some people have strong voice. Some people will be talking like this, right? Some people have very sharp, shrill voice. So we all have different types of voices. But what we can have is, we can have some quality in our voice. How can we bring quality in our voice? Number one, our voice should be loud. Okay, everybody sitting in that room should be able to hear what you are saying. So the first element in our voice should be the loudness. The second thing is clarity. Now, you might have seen speakers who are loud, but still you are not able to understand what they said. Sometimes they speak fast. Have you seen some people speaking like this? They close their mouth and speak. They don't open their mouth and speak, right? So there are people who speak like that, so when they are speaking, the words are not clear. So you have to bring clarity in your voice. So every time you speak, make sure you open your mouth and speak. Okay, and keep an average pace. Don't be too fast and don't be too slow. Clear? The next element that you need in your voice is expressiveness. What do you mean by expressiveness? Who can tell me? What is this expressiveness? Yes, Shivansh.
And Rama.
Okay, great. Yes, Shivansh.
Yes, so like expressiveness means conveying your feelings through your voice.
Very good.
Like
Very good.
I'm doing right now.
Excellent. Okay, so it is all about
like when we are sad, like when we are like coming to a melancholy spot in the speech.
yeah.
I can be like, and then this happened, like that.
Correct.
And then
Correct.
and then when like the happy parts come, it's like, and I qualified for this, and my group qualified for the second round of the PBL.
Correct. So it is about conveying your emotions through your voice. Okay, so people should be able to understand the emotions. It should reflect your voice. So how can you bring the correct emotions? What is the technique to do that? So whenever you write a story and you understand the emotions in the words, what you have to do is you have to change your facial expression, and that expression will automatically come in your voice. So for example, when I come here and say, hi, I'm so excited to be here. So when I smile and say that, my voice will automatically reflect. Now let me just have a blank face and say, I'm so excited to be here. Do I sound excited? No. But at the moment I change my facial expression and say, oh, wow, I'm so happy to see all of you. See, it automatically reflects in my voice, correct? So change your facial expression and then it will be reflected in your voice. That is how you bring expressions in your voice. So is it correct? Is it easy to understand?
ma'am.
Okay.
Otherwise, people will think you're faking your emotions.
Exactly, exactly. Now, the next thing that you need in your voice is to have a correct pace. What is the pace? Pace means the speed, okay, the speed in which you speak. And we all, especially everybody from Asia, they all are fast speakers. I used to be a fast speaker, okay? It took me years to understand and then, control my pace. So, in public speaking, when you are speaking to a different set of audience, you don't know who will understand, which country are they coming from, what is their cultural background, will they understand what you're saying or not. So you have to maintain a pace where everybody can understand what you're saying. Now, in public speaking, I always suggest to keep a pace of 90 to 100 words in a minute. Okay. Now you may say, ma'am, how can I count 90 to 100 words? Is it possible? So for that, what you have to do is, when you write a speech, if it is a 7-minute speech, make sure that the word count in your speech is somewhere between 500 to 550 and not more than that. How many words? 500 to 550 words in your speech, not more than that. What will happen if you have more than that? You will be fast because you want to finish your speech in 7 minutes, right? So you will all rush through your speech. So in order to avoid that, if you keep your word count between 500 to 550 words, your pace will be okay. And, you will speak in a normal pace. And also at the same time, you will take pauses. So our next element in the voice is pauses. Do you think it is important to take a pause while you speak?
Yes,
Yeah?
ma'am.
Yes.
Can I tell how it's important from both the sides?
I'll explain everything, okay? I'll
Yeah,
explain.
okay.
Now, yeah. Public speaking is not just about speaking all the time. We have to take a pause in between, right? So when you take a pause, you are giving time to your audience to understand what you said. Okay. Now the question here is, where should we pause? Or how long should we pause? Is it not? See, in order to understand that, there are two types of pauses. A small pause and a long pause. Okay. So a short pause can be somewhere between, let's say, 3 to 5 seconds. And a long pause can be somewhere between 6 to 8 seconds. Now, how will you know whether it is 3 to 5? Are you going to check your watch and see, okay, now it's 5 seconds over, let me start speaking again? Is it like that? What will you do? You will count in your mind. Okay. So when you take a pause, count in your mind. And then move on to the next sentence. Clear? Okay. Now, where can you take a pause? This is very, very important. Okay. You can write it down. You can take a note. The areas where you can take a pause. Your first pause, and this I have learned this from my coaches and mentors. The very first pause should come even before you start speaking. Even before you start speaking, you should take a pause. What does that mean? That means, let's say that I call Vidhi onto the stage. Okay, I'm introducing Vidhi, saying that, okay, our next contestant is Vidhi, and Vidhi is going to present a speech on weight loss. So Vidhi will come onto the stage, and Vidhi should not start immediately. So what will Vidhi do? Vidhi will take a pause. Okay. And what is Vidhi going to do during this pause? Vidhi will do 4 things. She will first stand in a correct posture. Okay. The very first thing you all should do is to stand in a correct posture. What is a correct posture? What is the correct posture? Stand straight, okay? Head high, shoulders straight. Now both of your hands should be slightly curled, not very tight, okay? Slightly curled and on the side. Clear? This is how you have to stand. So the first thing that you are going to do is to stand in a correct posture. Then you will look around. You will look at everybody in that audience, okay? And third thing, you will smile. Okay, smile at your audience. And when you would smile, somebody would smile back at you. You will feel good. And after smiling, you start speaking. So you understood what do you have to do when you take a pause? First, stand in a correct posture, look at everybody, smile, and then start speaking. Easy peasy, right? Okay. Now, where else can you take a pause? After your speech introduction, you should pause. Why do you have to pause after speech introduction? Because you have to tell the audience that now your speech introduction is over and now I'm moving to the body of the speech where I'm going to share a story with everybody. So to make that clear, you have to take a pause there. Okay? You should take a pause when you ask a question. Whenever you ask a question, please take a pause. Why? Why should you take a pause when you ask a question? Akshara, any idea? No, not Shivansh this time. Not Shivansh this time. Let me ask Akshara.
So that the audience can think of an answer?
Yes, we have to make them think, okay? We have to give them time to think. Now, they may not answer, okay? There would be people in the audience who would just sit like this and look at you. They will not answer. You should not get nervous by that, okay? But you have to give them time to think. And that is why we have to take a small pause there, okay? You should always pause after a joke. So if you have a joke in your speech, something funny, you should take a pause. Why? Why is it important to take a pause after a joke? Yes, Vidhi. Who? Sorry, who's? Yeah.
Because if you give them like a short pause after you make like a joke, then they'll actually like enjoy the joke instead of you rapidly like starting after the joke.
Yeah, they will understand the joke and they will laugh. You have to give them time to laugh, right? Okay, and when they are laughing, don't speak. Let them enjoy. Let them enjoy that joke, okay? Then you should also pause when there are dialogues. Okay, remember I had told you, give dialogues to your characters, right? So whenever there is a dialogue, you should take a pause because the audience should understand who spoke when. Otherwise, they will get confused. So there should be a pause after dialogues. Okay. There should also be a pause when there is an important message in your speech. So if you are giving out an important message, please take a pause because your audience should absorb that message. Okay. They should be able to understand that message. So you have to take a pause. Then you should pause before the conclusion. So before you, Shivansh, after that message, you have to take a pause.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. And then you should pause before the conclusion. So before you are ending the speech, take a pause. Your audience will understand that now the story is over and the speaker is now moving towards the conclusion. So you have to take a pause there. So you understood the pauses? The voice part is clear. Okay. Now let's come to the body language. Your body language, what is meant by body language, by the way? Who can tell me in simple words?
Ma'am, gestures.
Yes, Deepna. Yeah, let me ask Deepna.
Ma'am, body language is simply the way how we express our emotions through our body, ma'am.
Very good. Now, body language, if I have to give you a definition in simple words, it is the language of your body. Oh my God, what does that mean, right? So I speak Malayalam at home. That is my language. Okay. Akshara speaks Tamil at home. That is Akshara's language. In the same way, our body speaks. And that is known as body language. And let me warn you, this is a very dangerous thing. This body language is very, very dangerous. We have to be careful about it. Okay. So we should know, what our body is speaking to the audience. So how can we make our body language effective in public speaking? So whenever you are called upon on the stage, as I said, you have to first stand in a correct posture, because your posture tells your audience that you are a confident speaker. That is number one. That starts with your posture, the way you stand on the stage. Then comes your gestures. What are gestures? Simply your hand movements, hand, head, and shoulder. Okay, so your hand movements. And there are different types of gestures that we can use, but normally in public speaking, we use gestures, those are descriptive. What are descriptive gestures? What are descriptive gestures? The gestures that help in describing something. So when I say he was a tall man, see, I'm using my hand to say he was a tall man. It was a small box, right? Okay. Or the place was so far. So I'm using my hand to describe all these things. So these are known as descriptive gestures. So you can always use descriptive gestures. Now comes eye contact. How important it is to maintain eye contact with your audience? Do you think it is important, or is it okay if you look here and there or on the ground or on the ceiling? Do you think it is important to maintain eye contact?
Yes, ma'am.
It is very important. Otherwise, your audience will not feel connected. Okay. So when you are standing on the stage, you should maintain eye contact. You should look at everybody and speak to them. Okay. Don't look up. Don't look down, because when you look up and down, people think you are nervous. All right. So maintain eye contact, look at the audience and speak. And then comes your facial expressions. It's easy to understand, right? Expressions on the face. But here, the catchphrase is, your expressions should always match your words. So if Mishika is saying, I'm very happy to see all of you, that happiness should be visible on her face. Otherwise, people will not believe her. Yeah, if Mishika stands like this and say, you know what, I'm very happy to see all of you. No, Mishika, you're not happy, right? Okay, so make sure that whatever you're saying, your expressions match your words. Clear? And then last is your stage movement, how you move on the stage. Please avoid moving from left to right, right to left, front, back all the time. This is not how we move on the stage. Okay, we have to move with a purpose. So how can we move on the stage? How can we utilize stage properly? Now, in order to utilize the stage properly, we should focus on two things. One is the story. Remember, I asked you to use stories, personal stories. So there should be a story and there should be characters. So these are the two things you should focus. Now, you have to divide the stage in a way where you can position the story and position the character on the stage. For example, let's go back to the music story. Okay, so I was 6 years old when I decided to learn music. So what will I do? I will move on to one area of my stage and I narrate the story where I was 6 years old. So I'm positioning my story there. Okay. Then I said, my mother took me to music classes. Then I will move a little far from that left corner and move to the right-hand side. And I will create another story there. So this is my music class. This is my music institute where I went to learn music. So this is how I am dividing my stage to, use the stage properly. So this is clear. Don't just move here and there, but position your story and position your characters on the stage and move accordingly. So this is how we are going to have effective body language in public speaking. Is it clear? right? So this was all about how you can, what to say and how you can say it and how you can develop a winner's mindset to participate, prepare, and perform in your speech contest. And I believe that you all have taken down your notes and you all have understood what I just explained, and you all will incorporate what you learned today and will perform to your best in the speech contest. Ready? Great. Now I'm opening the floor for question and answer session. Just give me 1 minute. Let me just switch on the light here. Yes, I'm coming. Just give me 1 minute.
Everyone, please switch on the camera for some time. Everyone, we'll take a group photo also.
Okay, now I think you all can see me clearly, right?
Nisha, can we take a group photo? Can we
sure,
take a
sir.
group photo, please?
Yeah.
Everyone, please sit properly with some action. Who is with the red background? Suryari, what is that? Why red background? Can you remove that background? Why red background? Okay. Okay. Everyone ready? Manju, what about Manju? DTM Manju Manohar, are you there?
Yes, sir. I'm there.
Okay. Who is this? Shubhi? Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay. I have to take one more photo. Just a minute. Okay, let me take one more photo. Second page. Everyone sit properly. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Thank you. Please proceed.
Okay. Yeah. Now we can have our question and answer session. I can see Shubhi has raised her hand. I think Shubhi.
Ma'am, when you said that including that giving problem solution and change in the story, can setting also be an interesting part?
Sorry, setting. Yes, definitely. Very good. Setting is an important part because you have to tell us where did it happen, at what time did it happen. So when I say that I was 6 years old, so that is part of our setting. Okay. So you have to, setting is should be there in the story. I spoke about the major elements of story, but yes, you need to have setting. Correct. Yes, Shubhi. Yes, Ronald, one by one, everybody can ask.
Hi.
Yeah.
My question is, what are the most important things to have or do in a table topic contest?
The very first thing and the most important thing in a table topic contest is to listen to the contest chair properly. Okay, listen to the contest chair. Take your time, probably 8 to 10 seconds, to understand what the contest chair had just said and organize your thoughts. Now let me give you a tip. If you receive a question where the contest chair is asking about your opinion, so let's say that honesty is the best policy, do you agree? This is the topic. Okay, so he's asking your opinion. So when you receive questions where somebody is asking your opinion, asking your views, asking your thoughts, you can apply a method called Oreo method. Do you all like Oreo biscuit? I don't like Oreo, okay? But you can still use this method, okay? Oreo. So O-R-E-O. What does O stand for? First letter O stands for your opinion. So you have to start with your opinion. So when you receive this topic, Ronald, Do you agree honesty is the best policy? What will you do? You will first give your opinion saying that my opinion is, I don't think honesty is the best policy. Okay, so you have to first give your opinion. Then comes the letter R. R stands for reasons. Now you have to give, try to give at least 2 reasons. Why do you think honesty is not the best policy? Okay, so you have to give 2 reasons. Then comes the letter E. Then you have to share a personal experience from your life that made you think that honesty is not the best policy. So an example. Clear? And then the last letter O again. So which means you have to finish your table topic by repeating the opinion again, saying that, see, this is why I think honesty is not the best policy. So this is just one example that I gave. So this is how you have to organize. So the most important thing in table topic is to listen to the contest chair and understand what they're saying, and then take your time to organize your thoughts. And then the easy way to tackle it is to always have a personal story. Don't just go for facts or statistics or something like that. Just bring your personal story. Okay.
Avani, what is your question?
Avani has a question.
Avani, what is your question? You are muted. Unmute. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Could you give some tips on how to deliver a humorous speech?
Wrong person. You're asking a wrong person. Okay, I'm very bad at you. But still, yes. But still, see, humorous speech, remember, it's a speech. Okay, what does that mean? It means that it should have a structure, same like international speeches. It should also have a structure. Now, some people, what they do, they come up with lot of random jokes and one-liners, jokes they have seen on internet or they have received on WhatsApp. Don't do that. Prepare a proper speech, and again, share a funny experience from your life. A funny experience from your life. Add some funny dialogues. When you add funny dialogues, it becomes easy to create a humorous speech. Okay, and you can also deliver it effectively with your funny facial expressions. Very, very important. In humorous speeches, all these things work. But when you do it in international, it looks a lot like drama. But when you do it in humorous, it works. Okay, so these are the things that you can incorporate to have a great humorous speech. But definitely humorous speeches are the most difficult ones. That's why I never try it out. You can always get in touch with your mentors and coaches to have an effective humorous speech. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, Mishika, Surishri, Vidhi, Elisa. Yeah.
Ma'am, how can we prevent from forgetting sentences or words while delivering a speech?
Surishri, for that, you have to practice and practice and practice and keep on practicing. Okay, first thing. So you have to practice a lot of times, record your speeches, watch it and see. Now, even after practicing, sometimes what happens, we get nervous and there are chances that we forget. One important thing, when you forget your lines, don't stop. Okay, don't just stop. We get so nervous that we stop and we start thinking, oh my God. Now, when you stop, that is when your audience, they understand, oh, Suryashri has forgotten the lines. Okay, so the trick here is the moment your mind says, oh my God, I don't remember the next line. So whatever comes to your mind quickly, whatever lines you remember, you just go and say that. Or you may repeat the line that you have said earlier, okay? But don't stop, because, see, your audience does not know your speech. Only you know. So whatever you are going to add there, they will be like, okay, it's just part of the speech. But the moment you stop, they will understand that you have forgotten, which is a bad thing, okay? So never ever stop. The only trick is to first practice it well, and practice it as many times as possible, even while eating, drinking, sleeping. Keep on repeating the speech in your mind. Even then, if you feel that you're forgetting, then jump to the sentence that comes to your mind quickly, but don't stop. Don't get stuck or don't stop. Okay, Surishri?
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah.
DTM Nisha, we have Elisa joining us from China. She has a
Yes,
question.
yes.
Yeah, hi. I think I have looked at Toastmasters website, and I think like I heard that gavel clubs are not authorized to have like contests and competitions, and I'm kind of curious like how we run this competition of public speaking for gavel clubs. Can you further explain it a little bit?
I think Sri Kumar sir can answer that question.
What was the question? What was the question?
No, actually, just to clarify, DTM Nisha did not win a gavel contest. She won the Toastmasters. I know she looks amazingly young, but she's not a Gavilier. She's not a Gavilier. She's a mother of 2 children. And she did not win the gavel contest. She won the adults contest. International.
Oh, so Elisa, you think that, okay, Elisa, I'm not a Gavalier.
Yeah.
Okay. Elisa wants to know about the Gavels contest and how we are conducting it. So that's why I said Sri Kumar sir can, guide her, because she, from the website, she understood that Gavel clubs are not part of, officially not part of Toastmasters. So how are we going to conduct these contests? Yeah.
Okay, Elisa, your club have recently joined with the global, no? Okay, so we'll be having arranging the contest shortly. So Master Manju Mano can give you more guidance about it. Okay, so you have to conduct your club level first. Those are winning from the club level, they'll come to the global group level. Those are winning from the group level come to the finals of the global championship. Okay.
Actually,
Okay, and Manju Manohar, the group chairman, can guide you more. Okay.
Sure, Elisa, I'll be in touch with you. And you are a very keen observer and you've read it rightly. Toastmasters International conducts contests for adults, but the counselors can conduct contests. This is a group of counselors. We have written to TMI and TMI has mentioned that counselors can get together, organize contests for giving. So this is one such, not the official contest. So once you become 18 years old, yes, you can take part in the adults contest, which is held internationally, and which is what Nisha Sivram had won. She won the 2nd prize at global level. So now we have a question by Mishika.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ma'am, could you please suggest me a few good and thought-provoking topics for a club level speech competition?
Okay. I tell this to everybody that any speech, you can take any speech topic for, club level, area level, division, whatever level it is. The only thing you need to remember is that the topic should be universal. What does that mean? That everybody should be able to connect with that, especially the kids of your age. Now think about your friends, think about your classmates, and think what kind of topics will they be able to relate to. It can be about study. It can be fear of examination, right? It can be, what is it? Artificial intelligence also, because now you guys are so much into artificial intelligence. It can be about video games. Yeah, it can be about fear, the fear of trying something new. Maybe you might have gone for swimming classes, how you were scared to get into the water. So what you can do is, if you are finding it difficult to find a good topic, you talk to your classmates and understand what kind of problems are they facing, and will I be able to give them a solution to their problem. Okay, so let's say that they find it difficult to study for more than 3 hours, and if you have a solution to that, you can turn that topic into a speech. The main point here is you should have a topic where people of your age should be able to relate to. They should be able to connect with you. Okay, and that is when you can, that's why I said you can talk about your passion, you can talk about people around you, you can talk about your classmates. If you have an interesting classmate who does all stupid stuff in the class, you can talk about that person, right? But then you also have to share the lesson that you have learned. All right.
Okay, I think we will go for the last question. Vidhi, what's your question? We are already getting late now. What's your question, Vidhi?
So my question is, even if you're like not a professional speaker, you're not doing any competitions, then if you have to give like a speech in like school or somewhere else, will it have like the same kind of like basic principles we have learned like right now?
Definitely, definitely. As I said, speech follows a structure. Okay. Whether you are in India, whether you are in the US, whether you are in Europe, no matter where you go, the speech will follow the same structure, whether you are presenting it in your club or somewhere else. It should have the same elements: an introduction, body, conclusion, some interesting stories, and a great message. So, everywhere, wherever you go and present a speech, it should follow those same elements. Okay. So, whenever you write a speech, even if it is for your school assembly, follow the structure and then see people will come and ask you, oh my God, Vidhi, where did you learn this from? And then you should say that, yes, I'm a Gavalier. Okay. I'm part of a Toastmasters community and I learned it from there. Yeah. Okay.
We have come
Yes.
to the end of the session. Manju, you can just proceed.
Yeah.
Invite our Danu Rajwani for photo
Thank
science.
Before that, sir, Shri Kumar, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, I did not want to say this in the middle of the session. Where is Mark Brown?
Yeah,
Mark Brown is somewhere here, and he is always whatever you say, he is typing
Yeah,
and
he has
informing
been,
himself.
he has been sending. Yeah.
Are you there,
Thank you so
Mark
much,
Brown?
Mark. Because
Yes.
Greetings, friends.
Brown.
Greetings, my friends. Greetings.
Yes.
I simply wanted to pop in and support my dear friend, one of my coaching clients, Nisha Sivram,
yeah,
who did a
Yeah,
wonderful job in the World Championship. I got to interview her at the convention, and she is marvelous. Young people, if you have not seen her speech entitled Swipe, as fast as you can, go online, go to YouTube, and watch Nisha Sivram's speech, Swipe. Also, thanks to Toastmaster Pico Barpai, who's done a wonderful job with the Cavaliers for many, many years. I've had the blessing and honor of serving before, and I'm just thrilled to see so many brilliant young people on the line today who are eager to become better speakers. I'm a fan of all of yours. I encourage you. And I'm also going to take liberty and say a special welcome to Mr. Hui Deng from China and his daughter Elisa, who interviewed me in China back in May and who are here. I told them about Cavaliers and they're here. Hui, ni hao. Elisa, ni hao. So good to see you both. You're joining a wonderful group. Good question regarding the contest, Elisa. Every chance you get, everyone here, do all you can to be better speakers. And if possible, Sri Kumar, if they can get the chat as a reference point, I put those notes in so everyone can reference them later as time goes by. Thank you, Nisha. Thank you, Sri Kumar. Thank you, Hui. Thank you, Elisa. Thank you, friends. Thank you, Group G Chairperson. Thank you all for the honor of being a small part of this wonderful program. Have a blessed
Mark Brown, we need your maybe one session. We would like to have, when we are free, just inform us. We'll every second Friday of every month we organize a 8K session. Maybe one we will reserve for you. Maybe next month or after next month. No problem at all. Okay.
Let's talk offline, Sri Kumar. Thank you all very, very much. And to every Cavalier, my heartiest congratulations. You are all wonderful young people. Xie xie Hui, xie xie Elisa. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, world champion Mark Brown. Really excited. Actually, when he was typing, I was a little doubtful. So I sent him a mail, sent him a message to check whether he's a real Mark Brown. I said, can you send me the email ID? And he actually sent the correct email because we never know. Somebody could join as Mark Brown. So really, really happy to have another world champion in our midst. I'm sure this would go down in history for these young Cavaliers as an unforgettable day. You see leaders, you see world champions, so many different people from across the world. And of course, DTM Nisha, we have listened to several education classes, but this one was short and it covered everything. It was like A to Z of public speaking. For not only for children, I would say for adults also, it was like a good refresher class. And thanks to Mark Brown for all the detailed notes. Children, hope you just copy pasted the entire chat and pasted it in your notebook or some Google Doc or Word doc, etc. It's now time to invite a legendary leader. She is a leadership coach. She is from Mauritius. And she said originally Yeah, she had founded Voice Club, and she is a global advisor. Distinguished Toastmaster Dhanu Rajwani, whose conversation with DTM Sri Kumar during COVID lockdown led to the creation of this beautiful consortium. So, inviting distinguished Toastmaster Dhanu Rajwani on stage to deliver the vote of thanks. Distinguished Toastmaster Dhanu.
Yes,
Dhanu,
I'm
can
here.
yeah, please proceed.
I'm here. Greetings to our favorite, as of now, DTM Nisha, favorite Mark Brown, DTM Mark Brown, DTM Sri Kumar Pai for keeping this going, and DTM Manju Manohar for presenting everyone so beautifully. Great job, Manju.
Thank you.
DTM Nisha, I was so happy to hear and see your interaction with the children. Hey, awesome Cavaliers, have you all learned how to do a speech by now? Hands up, everyone. Yay! Cheers to Nisha. Thank you so much, Nisha. Well done. All the Cavaliers, I'm sure, are so happy that a lot of their questions have been answered. And Cavaliers, whatever you all have learned today, put it into your mind properly. Practice, 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 and never give up. As DTM Nisha said, never give up. You know everything about speech writing, speech delivery, and everything. Absolutely from the beginning, introduction, all the way into the body, into the conclusion, and everything. Moreover, you know more about the pauses. So important. Huh? You all know pauses are so important in a speech, how their importance. Pauses, body language, and vocal variety, also important in a speech. So keep it in mind when you are delivering your speech. When you rehearse your speech, keep it in mind that you have to use pauses, body language, and vocal variety effectively and with confidence to make your presentation the best. Very soon, you're going to be reaching the world-class championship with the training that you're getting over here. Keep it up. And before I leave, I'd like to congratulate all of you for getting one bonus tip from DTM Nisha. And that was how to handle table topics. Did you all get that tip? The Oreo method? Keep it well in mind. You'll have to use that as much as you all can because it's very, very important. Over and above, I'd like to say congratulations to all of you who are here today, who have taken out time to come and listen to DTM Nisha and to progress for yourselves. Progress and learn about public speaking, about effective communication, and about effective listening. All that you'll have listened to now, what you'll have to do is, I will heard of the acronym ACT. A, apply. C, change. T, teach. Apply what you have learned today. You have learned a lot today. So apply it in your speeches and talks as from now. Change your way of thinking and talking and giving speeches and everything. And lastly, teach it to someone who is a little below you in public speaking, who's a little bit more nervous than you. Teach it to that person. Once you're teaching it to somebody else, no, you will learn it even better. That's a different kind of a learning. So just, yes? Yes, Shivansh?
Oh yes, ma'am. I actually know that term. It's called the protege effect.
Okay, yes. So just maintain it and keep it up. All you young Cavaliers out there, do that. Act. ACT is not from me, it's from John Maxwell. He's another legendary leader in our community today. And he says, apply what you learn, change yourself, and then teach others, whereby you learn once again. I'd like to just say a beautiful vote of thanks for Nisha. DTM Nisha, you did a wonderful job with every one of you. The children loved your interaction and they loved the way you gave them the answers to all their questions. Beautiful, well done. And thank you, DTM Sri Kumar, for having organized this today. We're all very thankful and grateful to you for coming forward taking out time to help the children and help even Toastmasters. I share it with my Toastmasters clubs also. Come and listen. You can benefit something from here. So maybe they're on the platform, I don't know. But whoever is here has benefited a lot from you today, DTM Nisha. And just keep sharing your knowledge with whoever you can. Over to you, DTM Manju.
Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Dhanvi Rajwani. So she has given a simple acronym from John Maxwell, but I'm sure it's easy to remember. A for apply yourself, and C for change your way or the way you speak. And you can apply DTM Nisha's tips for that. And then T
Yes.
for teach it to someone else, especially someone who's probably starting off or is junior to you. That's a great way to learn by teaching. So thank you so much, DTM Dhanurajani. It's a great
Okay,
session.
before Manju, 1 minute. Before we close the session, I would like to spend 5 minutes just to quickly go through that website, just 5 minutes, not more than. You can detail go through that later. I just want to share you what are the things included in this. Maybe we'll be adding more information. I hope you
DTM
can see
Kumar,
everyone
DTM
can see
Kumar, can
that,
I say
right?
one more thing? DTM
Yes,
Kumar,
please. Yes,
can I
please.
say one more thing?
Continue.
First of all, I wanted to give heartiest congratulations to you and your team for bringing this website in front of all of us, presenting
Thank you.
Global Youth Gavel Clubs with this awesome website.
Thank
And
you.
I'm sure there's going to be a
It's
lot of
only a
learning over
beginning.
here.
Still, it will take time to complete a lot of things to be added. Okay, so when you open the website, you get like this is here, the latest news, new Gavel Club, and this is what's a Gavel Club. When you give a CC manual, what are the things here, and what are the different meeting roles. So these are all some videos, and here bottom all the links are there. What's the Gavel Club? How to start a Gavel Club meeting role? So many things are there. And here also you can see here, when you click the club, you can see here it's explain you what's a Gavel Club, how to start a Gavel Club, meeting roles, club officers, CCCL manual, advanced manual, list of clubs, new Gavel Clubs, championship. Okay, so those are things there. Okay, and here resources. There are a lot of counselors resources are there. You go to that page, a lot of things you can find. Some download education session videos, then other YLP, what is youth leadership program, some latest news, etc. And so many things are included. So one by one, when you get time, you go through it. And here there is a contact form here. So if you have any suggestions, some improvement, something you can put there. Then you go to contact page. Then you can just click this one, and then there will be a contact form here. You can fill the details. Okay, I hope you got some idea now. Okay, these are the things included
Awesome.
in this. So once you go through it, and if you have any doubts and other thing, you can contact us. Okay, so
Very
that's all.
good.
You can see the team, global team, who are the different groups. You can see here global. Then you have 11 groups there, global groups. You see here A, Group B, Group A. So if you want to see any group, even though the chair name, vice chairman name is there, you can just click this one, and you'll go to that particular group, and you will see the things there. You can see here. Okay. So just go through it, and you give your comment, and we'll have in counselor resources. A lot of things are included. Counselor thing, lot of things are there. Is here. So many things, speech contest, what are the things, just valid evaluation contest, guidelines, and everything is there. Okay. I hope definitely it'll be going to help you a lot and give us suggestions so that we can add more things. Thank you.
Thank you so much for everything, DTM Sri Kumar. You're really doing a great job with this website. And we're all going to be learning a lot from there.
Okay, I think we'll close. Once again, thank you, DTM and Nisha, for accepting our invitation, for being with the. I know you know that you are extremely busy, but still you could find some time for this gathering. Really appreciate that. Okay, maybe sometime you can give some information about the new software you are developing. That once everything is ready, maybe you can give a small presentation or something. That we'll have some time. You can just inform me. We'll arrange some time for this. Like this, another education session, maybe 10-15 minutes it will take for this something like that, because that will be something very useful to everyone. Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
Madhu, we'll
Thank
close
you
the
so
session.
much. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank,
Okay,
thank you so
we'll
much.
close the session then.
Bye, everyone.
So,
Thank you, everyone.
everyone-
Good being here by
Thank you
Anjal.
so
Thank
much
Thank you. See
for
you
organizing
next
this also.
month.
Nisha, wonderful. Wonderful.
Bye. Bye. Take care, everyone. See you all soon.
Bye.
Okay. Take
Bye,
care. Bye
ma'am.
bye.
Bye, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.